If you're on TikTok, you've probably seen this video.
You want to know what 350,000 pounds of wasted food looks like? Let me show you. This is an asparagus field, guys, 35 acres. As far as the eye can see where those green boxes are.
This is Shay Myers. He's a third-generation farmer at Hawaii Produce in Parma.
Hawaii Produce is a sister company to Fur Farms. Fur Farms was founded by my grandfather in the 1950s. And it's a family operation with 9 families.
Standing in one of his family's 35-acre fields, he's frustrated because the over 350,000 pounds of asparagus you see is going to waste.
There's a chronic shortage of labor in the valley, and we don't pick this field, we lose this field. We lose everything that's in it.
The issue? Finding workers.
I don't like the perception that so often people think that ag workers are making minimum wage, because they're not. And we really value those workers, and we rely on them. And that means us as employers, and that means us as Americans. We rely on that workforce to keep food on our table.
And putting food on tables isn't cheap. Myers tells me that for every $1 you spend on one of his products, he gets exactly 7 cents.
Or one of the things that people don't understand is that our margins we're talking single-digit margins here, but the resistance by retail and consumers and everything else to any price increase, it just pinches us tighter and tighter and tighter.
Asparagus is a perennial crop, and this field was planted over 8 years ago and takes 5 years to yield produce.
This requires a lot of workers, basically almost 1 person per acre, and it's difficult work. This field normally would be picked every single day for 12 weeks in a row. Every single day for 12 weeks. That's how asparagus harvest works. So it's always been somewhat of a challenge, with maybe turnover in labor, but there were people available. And for years and years, that's been a struggle, but we've always had the right amount of people to get the job done.
Right now, 2/3 of Myers' crop is being harvested by local workers. But finding workers, he tells me, is nearly impossible.
We can't get the people, and that's why we've adopted the H-2A program, the agricultural visa, to bring people from Mexico that are wanting this opportunity. They can go from making $8 a day in Mexico to $16 to $16.50 an hour on the farm, and that includes additional things like their housing and transportation.
But this year, those workers are delayed more than a month, leading to over $150,000 in losses.
There's no reason for decisions to be made for a program to be in place and end up like this.
I reached out to the Idaho Department of Labor Farm Worker Services, who tell me finding workers this year has been exceptionally difficult, mostly because of higher paying opportunities in construction, manufacturing, and food processing that are also year-round. But thanks to the power of TikTok, Shay is speaking out. And tomorrow he's offering the community a chance to help this asparagus not go to waste.
There's people available and willing to come, and they'd like to have some asparagus to take home with them. We just thought it was a better way to give back to the community so that we don't just waste the food.
If you're interested, this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., you can come to this field and pick up to 100 pounds of asparagus per family. You do have to register for a time to come pick, but for more information and the location of this field, head to idahonews.com. In Parma, Sarah Jacobson, CBS 2 News.